Okay, welcome to Curry Hammock State Park Campground in the Florida Keys, just north of Marathon. Okay, let's take a look at a map of where this park is located. Okay, here's just kind of a panorama from our campsite around the campground. Okay, there's the restrooms over there. We'll take a drive around the campground so you can see just a general layout. Alright, so we just pass the check-in and just drive back here, and then you come pretty quickly to the campground turnoff or the public access. So there we go. And then you have a locked gate. Alright, hello, let's take a drive through Curry Hammock Campground. So we're just coming in the first part of the loop. Alright, there's site 1. Site 2, that's empty. That's got a lot of trees. Site 3 and site 4. Site 5, Site 6, that one's empty right now. Site 7, now these sites you're starting to be on the water. There's an iguana. So now you're starting to be on the water. These are really nice. Site 8, that's kind of small, but it's on the water. Site 9, Site 10 is across, Site 10, so now they're a little more closer together. I can't really. Site 11, Site 12, so you can get the idea. A little bit smaller on the water side. Just buzz through here, but you get a beautiful view. And here's the restrooms and showers, very clean. And you get a dishwashing station. Alright, we're back to Site 16. And you still have some sites on this side as well. They're pretty good sites. There's our site, Site 21. Really like that site a lot. Site 22, Site 23, there's campground host, Site 25, I'm not sure what that's, Site 24 maybe, Site 26, oh yeah, this is 26, pretty big site. Alright, there's your trash, recycling, and there's a dump station. Another campground host. Alright, so then as you're leaving, we'll go take a look at the day use area real quick. Alright, so this is gated, so you have to have a code to get in. Down there is the entrance. There's another iguana. Bright green. Get out of the way, iguana. There we go. Alright, so here's the day use area. So you got bathrooms and covered picnic areas. And I think there's probably a rinse shower. So as you can see, nice little beach. We'll take a look at that another spot. So this is what you have for parking. It's not a lot of parking. Alright, that's the day use area, and then there is kayak launch over there and kayak rentals as well. So as you can see, our site has a water view. You can't walk to the beach directly from here, so you can see there's signs just about 5 campsites down from where we're at. There's a passageway into the beach area. So tide's out right now, so we'll go down and take a look at the beach area itself. But you see, this is a really beautiful view, probably one of the best views I've had at a campground. So very, very nice. Okay, so we're on the beach. Now this isn't really the best time to come to it because the tide is completely out. As you can see, there's a bunch of muck and it's extremely shallow. So this is not the best time if you want to get into the water, or you don't want the smell of the seaweed. So unlike Bahia Honda, where the best time to go to the beach is when the tide is low, because you have the sandbars that pop out and you can go on the sandbars and have a nice sand beach. Here it's better to wait till the tide is high. And when the tide is high, you know, this is all filled in and it's a nice white sand beach here, and you can easily get in the water, not have to wade through tons of muck. It's just a lot easier to get out. So let me show you what it looks like this morning when I was snorkeling. So I'll show you, you'll see a little bit of the beach, but you'll see what it looks like snorkeling. It was pretty good snorkeling. Tons of fish of all sizes, including a lot of tropicals. Really, you see more fish here than at the Bahia Honda beaches. And you see larger ones, especially like mangrove snapper. You see a lot of large mangrove snapper as well as many juveniles. So let's take a look at what you see underwater. Okay, now we're looking at the day use area where the kayak launching is, and you can see you got the same scene there. Now down there by that rock pile, which is not even accessible snorkeling right now because it's too shallow, tons of fish, a lot of big mangrove snapper around there, and I even saw about a 3.5 to 4 foot nurse shark, which I've got on video. So let me show you a clip of that, what you can see. So as you can see, there are lots of large mangrove snapper, especially around here. I think high tide is going to be the best bet to fish, to get access to them. I didn't get a chance to fish this trip. I definitely will next time. But as you can see, I think that's why this has a reputation for being one of the better fishing state parks in the Keys, as you can see. So that gives you an idea Again, so this is not a bad little beach at high tide. When it's low tide, you got to wade through all this muckety muck stuff, so it's not really pleasant. Once you get out there, you can get out there where it's at least waist deep. The water's not, you know, like a hot tub, because it's a hot tub in this shallow water here at low tide. It gets really hot. All right, so just some general conclusions about the campground here. I'd say as far as the campsites and the campground itself, this is the nicest one in the Florida Keys that we've been to. There's no road noise. It's very nice and quiet, and that's a real nice feature of it. Okay, you also have a pretty decent beach, as you've seen. It's got pretty good snorkeling. You know, I mean, this is some pretty good snorkeling, as you saw on the video clip. And you know, overall, I really like this campground. It's fairly small, very pretty, very quiet, and really great views, especially if you're on the water here. You know, the inside sites are fine too, but being on the water is really nice. And if you're into stargazing, if you can get on an outside site here facing the ocean, then it's really good stargazing at night also. So overall, I highly recommend this. Really great Florida State Park, one I've been meaning to get to, and I'm glad I finally did. Now, you do want to keep in mind there is no camp store here. There's really no amenities or places to buy anything like Bahia Honda. Okay, if you'd like to support the channel, just click on an Amazon link in the description box below, and we'll see you next time.